I said, boom. Let's check out these connections to this family, man, because we didn't know where this goddamn Holy Bible came from. You dig? Let's get into this Dracula thing. Vlad the Impaler. To impale someone means to pierce them with a sharp object through their bodies, come out of their neck or their chest or anywhere. Look at these helmets or these impellers. Remind me of Roman helmets, Sumerian helmets. These people took on a lot of different identities as they was on their quest to world dominance, to a one world order. And also, to be impaled can mean being hung from the rib. Huh? So a man think is skull and bones, so is he. Where did we get this Christ, this cross, this Jesus, this real, this story from? Look at that helmet. Roman, it's Romania. So if you conquer a land, you conquer that people, they work for you, the crown. Look at these lands. You see Greenland right there, connected to that land right there? Now them islands, those are British islands. Now, if you want to hide yourself, the best way to hide yourself is to take yourself off the map.
Prince Charles discovered the link to the notorious killer who is said to have covered a hill near Brasov with so many impaled men. It looked like a forest. It is believed that Queen Mary, consort of George V, Charles's great-grandfather, was related to the 15th century slayer, and the Prince of Wales certainly seemed delighted by the idea.
And His Royal Highness Prince Charles, who can trace his ancestry back to Romania's dark and distant past.
Quote, "The genealogy shows I am descended from Vlad the Impaler, so I do have a bit of stake in the country," he said in a 2011 documentary.
The genealogy shows that I'm descended from Vlad the Impaler, you see. So I do have a bit of a stake in the country.
As it were.
In fact, it seems the two share blood through Vlad Dracula's father, Vlad II Draco. According to Nick Gombash, Hungarian genealogy blog. That's not to say Vlad the Older wasn't any less terrible than his son. Vlad II, the Prince of Wallachia, is known to have killed a number of people from a rival princely house as he tried to consolidate power and sent Vlad the Younger to be a hostage at the age of 13, which one imagines did little to help father and son relations.
Alphys, the father of the man that Princess Diana was sleeping with, called him Dracula family.
The royals he described as a Dracula family, and Prince Philip, the recipient of most of his vitriol, a racist and a Nazi.
The dragon is a reptilian variation, especially used in the Asian world. The Asian leaders claim the throne for having dragon blood, what in Europe is known as blue blood. Also the home of the reptilian species is shaped like a dragon and is called the Draco constellation. Drac means devil in Romanian, and Draco means the devil. Remember, the devil is a serpent in the Bible, a reptilian figure who deceived mankind. Their royal seal was, of course, a dragon, sometimes shown with a Sumerian god cross, later called the Temper Cross, on its back.
Now let's get into Queen Victoria, mother of Elizabeth. Elizabeth is said to have Egyptian blood. But look, let's get into Victoria and see who she the descendant to make the world bow down to these evil people. She the direct descendant of King David. That's how she took the royal throne. These people even say they are descendants and kin to Adam and Eve. So who wrote the book? Give up that concept, God, and come back to creation. Okay, the land of Luz. Where's that? That's Canaan. Up under the rule of Ham. Canaan. Took him by Palestine, and now it's considered to be heaven. I'm going to show you that this is heaven.
Seat, and this board is enclosed a stone commonly called Jacob's. It says later on, history relates that it is the stone whereon the patriarch Jacob laid his head in the plains of Luz. Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran, and he lighted upon a certain place and tarried there all night because the sun was set. And he took of the stones of that place and put them for his pillows and lay down in the place to sleep. And Jacob awaked out of his sleep and said, surely the Lord is in this place, and I knew it not. And he was afraid and said, how dreadful is this place? This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven.
I said, dreadful, scared of your God. Is it a letter or letter? Is it Jacob's letter or ladder? Y'all gotta wake up, man. I want to be in tune and in harmony with my God. I want to be part of the all creation. How you think you got that fear down in you? Beersheba, Luz, all that was Canaan in that book.
About this covenant that God made with King David. King David, an unbreakable covenant that was to continue right through to the end of our days and the return of Jesus Christ. This is what he said in the United States and Britain in prophecy. Many kings in the history of Ireland, Scotland, and England have been coronated sitting over this stone. He's talking about Jacob's pillar stone, including the present queen. The stone rests today in Westminster Abbey in London, and of course that's now outdated. The English gave it over to Scotland. It's in Scotland today, but it'll come back for the next coronation. In any event, he writes, and the coronation chair is built over and around it. A sign beside it labels it Jacob's pillar stone, and he cites Genesis 28 and verse 18.
That's the old Jacob named a lot of lands. You dig what I'm saying? You see, this is a false idol. This coronation is inauguration of the queen going to her throne in this gold chair over Jacob's stone. You see what I'm talking about? He named that name Bethel and Luz, which really is Canaan. He also named Peniel, where he came face to face with God. The closest thing they had to God was the sun. Come back to creation. Now I just made 3 connections. A connection to them and Dracula, the devil, and a connection to them and David, the king of the Jew. So you're dealing with the God of a Jew that got you all out of space and you left creation. Welcome back.
The popular princess went as far as to publicly refer to the British House of Windsor as lizards and reptiles. They're not human, she said.
Now the Romans were the first ones to translate or decipher the story. They didn't translate shit. They gave you their story and continuing to fool you. The truth don't need no help. Boom!